In this lesson, we're going to be extending what we know about the easy method of multiplication to cover 4-digit numbers. And if you learned and understood the 3-digit numbers, then this will be a free ride because you're just extending that same pattern to another set of numbers. So the first problem we're going to look at is 2,354 times 4. And I'm going to review the partial product method with you, also called the area model. We're going to separate 2,354 into its place value parts by writing it in expanded form. And then we're going to multiply each of those parts by the factor 4. Now we're going to multiply the 4 times the 2,000, the 4 times the 300, 4 times 50, and 4 times 4, and write those partial products in the boxes. So I've calculated my partial products. 4 times 2,000 is 8,000. 4 times 300 is 1,200. 4 times 50 is 200, and 4 times 4 is 16. Now I'm ready to add those partial products together to get the final product. So when I add up those partial products, I get a final product of 9,416. Now I'm ready to show you the easy method, which is closer to the traditional algorithm. I take the largest factor that I'm multiplying, which is the 2,354, and place it on top. And I am multiplying it by the other factor, which is 4. I start by multiplying the 4 times the 4, which is 16. Put it in the answer space. Then I'm going to multiply the 4 times the 5, but it's not really 5, it's really 4 times 50. So where I see this 4, I can just pretend that that's a 0 and go ahead and write that 0 down here. Then do 4 times 5, which is 20. So 4 times 50 is 200. Then I multiply the 4 times the 3, but it's not really 4 times 3, it's really 4 times 300. 4 times 3 is 12, plus those 2 zeros. And then I'm ready to multiply the 4 times the 2,000. 4 times 2 is 8, and then we have 3 zeros there. So there are the partial products, same as what we had on this side, just in the opposite order. We add them together, and we get the same answer, 9,416. In our last example, we're going to look at 6 times 6,597. So again, I'll start with the partial product method and show you how to set that up. So I multiplied my 6 times each of the parts of the expanded form of 6,597, and I got my partial products that I'm ready to add together. So 36,000 plus 30,000. That should be 3,000. Caught my mistake. Revise my work. 3,000. And then 540. And finally 42. We'll take those partial products, add them together to get the final product. And I get 39,582. Sorry, that's kind of going off the page there. Now let's look at the easy method. We've got 6,000 597 multiplying by 6. Going to start with the 6 times 7, which is 42. 4 tens, 2 ones. 6 times 9, but it's not really 6 times 9, it's 6 times 90. So I know there will be 1 0 there. 6 times 9 is 54. There's my 540. Then 6 times 500. 6 times 5 is 30, plus the 2 zeros. Then 6 times 6,000. 6 times 6 is 36. And all the rest of these zeros get moved down to the answer spot. Ready to add up my partial products? 2, 8, 5, 9, 3, 1, 2, 3, comma me. So my final answer, my final product is 39,582. Hopefully now you understand the easy method of multiplication. Our next step will be to move from this method into the traditional algorithm, which is the way you will most often see most people work these type of problems.